Hi, welcome back to Finally Revealed. In this episode, I want to talk about the information that you're going to need in order to meet with your bankruptcy attorney. I'm talking about personal bankruptcy, which is Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. Chapter 7, again, as I have in another video, and I'll put those links below, is an individual bankruptcy, can be you or you and your spouse, and it is where you are receiving a discharge of all of the debt. In other words, unless it's secured, you're getting rid of all of them and you don't have to pay them after that. Chapter 13 is the wage earner plan, and there are steps that you have to take with your attorney to see whether you want to or have to file a Chapter 13 versus a 7. This information that you are going to gather will be needed in either a Chapter 7 or a Chapter 13 situation. You'll need it to review with your attorney, to make an evaluation of things that might happen in the bankruptcy case, and also, most importantly, to prepare and file these schedules and statement of financial affairs. When you file a bankruptcy, there is a petition document. There are schedules where you list out assets and liabilities, income and expense, and then a statement of financial affairs, which goes into a little bit more detail. So without further ado, here's the information you're going to need. Number one, how much income do you bring in, and what are your regular monthly expenses? This is how much do you actually write or online bill pay. Rent or mortgage, insurance on that house, taxes on that house or property, car payments, car insurance, daycare, food, groceries, eating out, gym memberships, phone bills, phone plans, any installment payments if you have furniture loans or other types of loans that you've taken out, anything that you have an ongoing obligation on a monthly basis, your utilities, which is your gas, your water, your trash, your sewer, your electricity, health insurance, any retirement money that comes out of your check automatically, any union dues that comes out of your check automatically or that you pay, any loans that you are repaying to your mother, your father, your dad, a bank, any loans that you're repaying to any retirement accounts where you've borrowed it from yourself, any other expenses that you make on a regular basis, gas, any hair or grooming things if you get your hair cut or styled or colored, any manicure appointments that you might have, clothing that you may buy, dry cleaning, everything. So go through the easiest way is to gather up your bills or your record of payment for the last few months and make sure that you've included absolutely everything. That's your income and expense. Then for assets, what are the things that you own? Real estate, any kind of real estate, stocks and bonds, money in the bank, in a CD, in a savings account, in a Christmas club account, in a educational fund that someone else set up for you that you might still have or that you've set up for your kids, any other bank account that you might have. Vehicles, how many vehicles? What are the make and model? You're going to look up how much are they worth on the NADA. If you have a loan, you have already listed that loan payment, but you're going to list that again here on the vehicle section. Furniture, firearms, sporting equipment, equipment or tools that you use for work, equipment or tools that you have in the garage or somewhere else. This includes all the property that you own, whether it is with you in your residence or in the garage or in the basement or in a self-storage or at grandma's house or the neighbor is borrowing it. Everything that you own. The next thing is all of your debts that have collateral. So your secured debts, usually that's your house payment, your mortgage, your car payment. You may have furniture and you may have a lien against the furniture. If you bought appliances within the last year and you're still paying on those, you need to look at your receipt because that may be claimed as a secured payment. Anything where there is a lien on your property, sea-doos, boat, guns, four-wheelers, Those are the most common things where someone has taken a security interest in it, which means if you don't pay, they're going to come and take that thing back. So that's your secured debt. It can also be debt secured by a bank account, a CD, or stocks or bonds. So that's secured debt. Unsecured debt is credit cards, debts that you owe to other people, any bank overcharges that you might have for overdraft fees, credit cards, I think I said, health expenses, anything that you paid for you or your family that you're making payments on to a doctor's office or a hospital. Anything that you owe for a department store credit card, a gas credit card, including cash advances that you received. So any other money that you owe. Then, have you been sued? Has the lawsuit gone to a judgment? What is the case number? How much was it? When was it entered? And where was it? What court? Gather all of that information. And who is the attorney for the plaintiff, the party that sued you, and who is the party that sued you? Was it a company or an individual? Gather that information in advance. Do you have any tax liens filed against your real estate by the Internal Revenue Service? Do you have any tax liens that were filed in your local court by the state? This is for your income taxes. It could be for property taxes. If you own a small business, it could be assessments made against you for the company. Make sure to include all of those types of things. Are there any other liens? Is there a lien against your house for the Homes Association? Do you have a car in the shop? Is there a lien by the mechanic there? You want to gather all of that information. Then you're going to need to know, have you filed your income taxes current for the last 5 years? Have they all been filed on time? Did you get a refund? Are you owed a refund, or have you already received it by the time you go into the attorney and you've already received it and spent it? Who has copies of those tax returns? Do you have copies of them, or did you have someone else keep those for you? Did you prepare your tax returns yourself, or did someone else prepare them for you? Next, is anyone holding property of yours? I mentioned that before when you listed out as far as what you own. Now you need to say who has it if you don't have possession of it, and what is their address and what is their name. Next, is there anyone who owes money to you that has signed a promissory note? Who are those people? How much was the original debt? How much is left for you to be repaid? Then, do you have any claims that you have asserted either in a lawsuit or that someone has sent a demand letter to assert that claim on your behalf, or that you already have a judgment for and a lawsuit has been filed? What are those amounts? Who are those parties that you have brought those actions or made those claims against? And what was it for? What are the dates of those relative things? When did they happen? Once you gather all of this information together, then you're ready to meet with a bankruptcy attorney. It will make their job a lot easier, and it could therefore save you some money. As always, when you meet with a professional person, an accountant, an engineer, an attorney, a doctor, the more information that you can bring about yourself to them, the better they can get an overall picture of your situation, and the better they are to help you. As with anything, you go in to see a bankruptcy attorney, some of the answers to these questions and some of this information I've just outlined may make it that you don't need to file bankruptcy, but there might be other ways to get you out of your current predicament. It might be that there are negotiation tactics. It may be that these lawsuits or claims that you have not pursued could be pursued and resolve all of your financial issues. So if you have this information available, go back and watch this video, make the list, gather it together, and then go see them. It will help you in the long run by helping them see it now without having to ask for things later, or for you to say, oh, wait a minute, this happened. It will make you look for all of these things now, and that will help the attorney ask you further questions that will then enable him or her to help you better. I hope this was helpful to you. If it was, give me a thumbs up. Just follow the links below for further information on bankruptcy. Share this with someone who may benefit. Subscribe to see the other videos, and thank you for watching. Come back and see me next time.